Hello friends, welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance powered by S4Hana, and this is Anirban here. And today, when I was looking through the videos, I realized that I didn't record the 53rd video. It was missed. It was a small topic on one-time vendors, and it is an end-user video where I thought of sharing with you how to post a one-time vendor, right? So with that, let's start sharing the screen. I hope that you are able to see the screen. And yes, this is the file that we have looked several times before. And this is where my cursor is. I was talking about this particular video which I'm going to record. The session is S4HANA FICO module 53rd video and one-time vendor customer posting. Okay, so we are going to just show with the vendor, and you can post it to FB60, FB70. I didn't post the menu because if you go back, if you scroll up, you will see that the menu path is all populated there. So I just avoided repeating them. The activity is one-time vendor and or customer, but I'm going to show one-time vendor only. The customer would be the same. You can try it also on your end. That's it. So with that, let's start logging into SAP S4HANA, and this is 2020. All right, and then okay. Now I'll go to, as I mentioned, that I'm going to show with accounts payable only. So I'll go type FB60. FB60 is the T code to post vendor invoices, non-PO ones. So as I mentioned that I'm going to select one-time vendor. So I'll go here and I'll click on the, and if you see company code is HKNM, which is Hakuna Matata. Yes, that is our company code. And I'll select John White. So what is the meaning of one-time vendor? Which means that suppose John White is a name of a contractor and he is actually bringing in several other subcontractors who is actually doing business, some kind of giving us some kind of services or goods or services, and we have to pay that to that person, to those subcontractors. And so what we are going to do is that we are going to select this contractor, where in this case it is probably, what is the name? It is I think the name is John White. Yeah, in our case it is John White, and then we are going to and as when we are trying to post it, it will open up a new screen where we would be given an option to capture the details of the subcontractor, his name, his address, his bank details, and everything, so that we can post the invoice. And the payment would go, the system will know that the bank account to whom the payment to would be have to be made. So if there are like 100 such subcontractors, and which is brought by the contractor named John White, so everything would be clubbed under John White. Individual line items would be created, and every time a second screen would open up, which would give us the details of that one time vendor. It is not a very good practice to pay through one time vendor, because every time you have to in this module only, because when we are actually creating the vendor master data with a different set of people who are creating the bank accounts and everything, maintaining the bank accounts, here you have the option to maintain the bank accounts and give all the details of that one time vendor, which is not a very good practice from the segregation of duty perspective. But having said that, we still follow it, because if it is a one time vendor, it is not getting repeated. There is no point in maintaining a master data to make it less bulky. So that is why I mean, SAP has given an option to maintain a one-time vendor or a one-time customer, and many businesses do maintain do pay through one-time vendor and one-time customer, and that's what I'm going to show. But probably it's not the best way to do it. That is the one caveat that I want to give you. But there people might have different opinion, right? So fine. So with that, let's show how to post a one-time vendor. And one-time customer would be very much the same. So I populate an invoice date and I give OTV, which stands for one-time vendor, and I will give, okay. And then say for instance I will give 1,000 GBP payment to this particular person. I'll give calculate tax, and then I will give a text like say for instance um, tool implementation payment to tool implementation payment uh, to. So let's think of a name of another person. So it could be I'm trying to think of a name. Hmm. So it could be Sandeep Sandeep Ghosh. Okay, Sandeep Ghosh. That's the name of the subcontractor. Okay, so the contractor is John White, but the payment would go now to Sandeep Ghosh. Correct. Now the GL account. So I will select the tool implementation GL account, which is under Simba. So let me see tool implementation expenses. So this is like this subcontractor help us to do a tool implementation for a certain client. So Sandeep has helped us through John White to do a tool implementation for a certain client. So this GL is 30003, and I will give $1,000, 1,000 GBP, sorry, and then I will give a take a zero tax this thing tax code, and I'll hit enter. See, this opens, and here you would be able to give all the data which will help the system to record and make the payment to one-time vendor, right? So for example, I write Mr. and I mentioned Sandeep, and the last name is Ghosh, and the city is, I'll say, London. And then I have see all the bank key, bank account, everything I have to mention for this, right? I'm keeping it blank, but in the real life, you can always, update these accounts, these details, right? So the person who is actually making right, entering the invoice, he has the option. He's having the option to enter all the vendor details, which is not a very healthy practice, but for business reason, we do that, and ACB has given the option. So I click enter, okay, and I simulate this, okay, and there is nothing, no error. So I'm going to post the document. So if you notice, this 190006 has been posted to HKNN to this vendor name, contractor name John White. Now if I go here, or probably let's do something. I will go out of this and I'll go to FBL1N. So I'll write /n because I'm already in the mid of a session. So go from the mid of a session to a new session to another session, and it is /n FBL1N. Okay. Now I want to see the account of vendor of John White. If you remember that we have discussed in a previous video how to look into, we have discussed it into a great length of FBL1 and FBL5 and so on. This shows the line item of each vendor FBL1 and so this is FBL1 and the corresponding is FBL5 for accounts receivable. So I'm looking for John White here. Here is John White. I'm going to select this, and then I'm going to hit enter, execute. See, this six has been this six is there. If I double click on it, see what happens. See this column of Sandeep Ghosh. These details of Sandeep Ghosh, who is based out of London City, with all the bank key and his account will first open up, right? And then if I close this, then I will go to the front end entry. And if I click on this mountain with the rising sun, I will go to the document overview screen. So this is how we post one-time vendor. The same way, the procedure is the same to post a one-time customer. I don't want to show it to you. I would rather want you to watch this video and try one-time customer. All right. I think that's it about one-time vendor and one-time customer, guys. It was a very short video. I missed to record it. So then I thought that okay, let me go back, record the video. So I believe that you like the video, and if you like the video, please click on the like icon, and if you and you share it with your screen with your all your friends. And if you are yet to subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.